This concludes this lesson on thin versus thick-walled piping. We have seen that there are multiple differences between the thin and thick-walled relations and applications. The thin-walled assumption is valid as long as the variation in the through-the-wall stress can be neglected. The stress is not constant for piping of higher thickness and will underestimate the maximum stress in a pipe wall. Hence, this thin-walled assumption is not valid for higher wall thickness, and thick-walled piping relations should be used. The thick-walled relations are valid for every wall thickness and can accurately predict the maximum stress within the pipe wall. These relations are generally based on Lemay's equations and are much more elaborate than the simple thin-walled relations. We have also seen that the transition between thin and thick-walled piping is specifically determined by the relevant code. We have discussed the differences between the approaches and the thickness determination for thick-walled piping based on the EN 13480 and B31.3. You now know the different analysis methods for pipes of varying wall thickness, are aware of the advantages and disadvantages of each method. Know when to apply either the thin or thick-walled relations during your pipe design, and how you can determine the minimum required wall thickness of a thick-walled pipe.